Anxiety.
Right next to crack.
Keeps Why did that door open? Are we recording?
Gia. I learned it from my 6-year-old.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, Anna.
If you notice, we all have fidget toys because we're all ADD, ADHD.
And it's Halloween.
It is August.
I mean, I don't fidget, but they gave it to me, so now I'm gonna fidget.
Mine's probably gonna be on the table.
We're also all a little bit dead inside today.
And autistic. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to...
What?
Podcast. I'm Becca.
I'm Alston.
I'm Aubriana.
I'm Jason.
And this week we're talking about...
Anxiety.
What they said. What they sang.
And the effects that taking meds has on your ability to control your body temperature.
And other things.
Because it's summertime and we're all dying.
Why
except
did I
for
put
him.
this shirt on?
Or wear pants.
Guys, I'm dead inside, and if you want to talk about anxiety, my dog just had emergency surgery on Monday. 2 of my kids need to see specialists that are hours away. One of my kids just got glasses. I'm tired.
It's been a long summer. Also, these wildfires around us are kicking our ass.
We live in Michigan, so Canada wildfire smoke has been terrible. I went golfing
We live
with
in
my...
the Upper Peninsula, too.
Yeah. I went golfing yesterday and came home and my eyeballs burned so bad I could barely open them.
Yeah,
It's to the point now where it's still we're at an unhealthy level.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even know what the index is.
So thanks a lot, Canada.
The world is burning.
I've been building a deck all week, so it's not been great.
And the hardest thing, too, is it's been hot on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like before when we were having the wildfire smoke, it was kind of cooler.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like 80 degrees, sunny, and hazy. And when you take meds, so I'm on Wellbutrin, but the off-brand because my insurance covers the off-brand.
Same
And,
for me.
Yep, and that literally, so if you don't take them, cool. If you do... And you have friends that take them, though, be nice to them because it makes you sweat so much. It makes my face sweat so bad. And it makes my, like, once I get warm, especially if it's humid out, I cannot cool down.
Mm-hmm.
And in the direct sunlight, it literally almost, like, drains your energy. Like, you're more sensitive to the direct sunlight.
Do you get, like, sunsick?
Yeah. I think that's why you two have gotten heat exhaustion. Well, that one time it was strep for you, but...
And I get so cranky.
We're both on Sertraline, which is Zoloft. Do you take name brand or off brand?
Off brand, too.
Okay. Most SSRIs, which are anxiety and depression meds, cause you have a harder time controlling your body temperature and you're more likely to overheat and get heat exhaustion and heat stroke. So summer is a fun time for those with mental illnesses.
If you're autistic also, I believe you're just more sensitive to the sun. Is that true?
I don't know, but I know having blue eyes and
Maybe,
blonde
yeah.
hair has to do with it.
Also, Rh negative blood, you run hotter too, which I have. All the odds are stacked against me for the summertime. I really don't like the heat. I like swimming. I like being in the water, but the heat, especially when my house gets really hot, I get crabby and mean, and I just don't like it.
Same.
And just really tired all the time.
And then the stupid dogs never leave you alone.
Yeah, they're little heaters.
I don't have to deal with that.
Potato, he always just wants me on top of you.
Tell me why I trained Cindy not to sleep in my bed, but because we left her in my room twice now, we go to bed last night and she jumps right in my bed. Like, no. You haven't slept in my bed in a year and a half. You are not going to start again in the middle of summer.
No way, bitch.
And you'd think that, like, a long-haired dog is gonna be warmer than a short-hair. No, because their fur is not keeping all their heat in. Like, Tato likes to have his stomach right against you, and it's literally like having a heated blanket.
It's like skin on skin, too.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm sure how Cindy felt.
Yeah.
I walked in, so I got up last night to take the dogs out partway through our sleep, and I walked back in the bedroom after I was done eating, and Tato was on top of his legs sleeping. Like, he's passed out and his legs are literally like this, like curled, and Tato's literally laying on top of them. We have a king size bed. The entire bed is empty except for Alston is he's laying on top of him.
Dude, I cannot, like...
Why?
I didn't know. I was so passed out.
I sleep with a fan on my, like, lower half of my body because I don't like when it, like, blows my hair in my face.
Yeah.
But I sleep with a fan, like, from my chest down is blowing, and then I also kick my feet out from under my covers. Because I also can't sleep without a comforter.
Same.
See, I just need a blanket. It doesn't have
my
to.
duvet.
It's valid. I don't need a comforter. I just need something to cover me. Even if it's just like a thin top sheet.
Oh no. Because I take my comforter and I bunch it up under my chin. And lately I've been bunching it up under my chin and then sticking one arm out and then my feet are out. But I also have a really good fan that genuinely blows cold air.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll get cold in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's a good fan.
Yeah.
One thing that gives me the worst anxiety is phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Like, this week I felt so proud of myself because after working for more or less 14 hours straight, I came home and had to call the bank
Bless you.
because my card got locked. We're trying to pay rent!
Perfect.
And I freaking hate phone calls. And I didn't have to call just one, I had to call 2 places because the local branch, who I thought would be able to fix my card, was not able to, and then I had to call the like, toll-free number, the 1-800 number.
My husband knows how bad I hate phone calls, that when I called the electric company to set up a payment, he told me, "I'm so proud of you." Thanks.
Even medicated, it's hard too. Like, before medicine, like, it was really difficult, and I still would. Like, it's easy for me to make calls for other people, but I hate doing it for myself.
Same.
Can we talk about, though, like, the amount of, like, things in my life that got so much easier after being medicated?
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize I had such bad anxiety until I was medicated, and then, like, driving at night doesn't freak me out as much. Driving in the snow is easier. Driving with my kids in the car is easier. Like, it's not like the anxiety goes away, but I feel like I have more of a normal level of anxiety. I don't, okay, this is going to sound super strange, and I'm not sure if I've talked about it on here before or not, but I live in a house that's got quite a few windows, so, like, I used to run if my husband wasn't home at night. Like, sometimes he'd go to his friend's house, and if I wanted to go lay down, I would run past all the windows, because I thought somebody was going to, like, take me out through a window. My anxiety used to be so bad, and then until he got home, I'd lay in bed and listen to every little noise and be so paranoid that somebody was breaking in and taking my kids.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and, like, that was, like, constant, and it's, like, it sounds so unrealistic, especially with the area we live in, but in my mind, it was going to happen, and, like, that's why I actually got medicated, because I was convinced that my kids were gonna die, and that's when my second kid was 4 months old when I first got medicated, and now, like, I still sometimes get those thoughts, and, like, feel like that, but it's not to the point where, like, it interrupts my everyday life anymore.
That's how I feel about it, too. Like, it was crazy when I went to the doctors to get a medicine. Like, they ask you so many questions.
Oh my god.
And that's not...
Right.
And I'm not saying that to, like, if you have anxiety and depression, don't let that, like...
Deter
you away from doing it. They're not hard questions. They just want to, like, make sure they're going to give you the right medication. That's really what it came down to. But I was just, like, answering. They're like, "So how do you feel about this?" I'm like, "I actually feel, like, dread about that." And they're like, "You don't seem like it." That's another important thing to realize, that even if your friends don't exude, like, anxiety, like, they might be literally going crazy in their head. And that was always me. I wouldn't necessarily think people are going to kill me all the time or, like, take me out. But everything, if I'm going somewhere, I'm like, okay, I have to overthink, like, who's going? What's it going to be? How long am I going to be there for? Is it going to be awkward? If it is awkward, what are you going to do? If someone does this, what are you going to do? It'd literally just be, like, a constant reel going on in my head. And being medicated, it does help. My temper was also, like, 0 to 100. But being medicated, it's still, like she's saying, like, the anxiety is still there. My anger is still there. It's just almost, like, instead of it being such an intense, like, weight on your chest or anger that just goes right to your head where you're just like, that's all you can think about, it's kind of like muted.
It's like you turn the volume down.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of nice, but doing that comes with a lot of other things too, because you're not only muting those emotions, you're also muting other ones until your body adjusts.
And you can't.
Yeah, having is very hard.
No pun intended.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a lot of times you just can't get because everything's muted, so it's hard. Like, it'll feel really great, but then to actually, like, climax, sometimes you just literally can't. Until, like, I've been medicated now for going on 2 years,
I think so.
and I think you consistently again for like almost 3 years for you, so it gets easier, but it's still like I'm not to the level of what I used to be unmedicated.
Yeah, see, thinking about all this, I'm just like, I don't really get that bad anxiety. But then I remember, you know, where I live, my cousin lived there first. And, like, throughout the hours of the night, if I hear, like, something outside, I'll assume it's, like, a head coming to knock on my door from my cousin, which happened a lot. I've lived in my house for, like, I don't know, since 2018. How many years is that?
7.
But, like, I don't know how many times have come to my door asking where my cousin was at, like, 2, 3 in the morning, and I've literally gotten, like, almost a physical fight with one of them to where I threw a shovel at him. And
you and shovels.
Yeah. Right? It's my favorite weapon. But no, like, just the littlest thing I hear outside, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to deal with a again. So I'm, like, looking out the window, I'm just like, oh my God.
That's what people don't, and a lot of people who've never experienced anxiety or, like, severe anxiety don't understand. It's like, it can be the littlest thing. Like, we went up north for the day, and my husband had to do a job, and it was, like, a block away from the park, but it was so busy, and my father-in-law was like, oh, can you just drive to the park, bring the kids to the park while we do this job? And I was like, I'm not trying to be a pain in the ass, but I don't feel comfortable driving to the park. Like, we were parked in a really tight spot, and driving already gives me anxiety, and I'm like, I don't want to back out into a busy road. I don't even know how I'm gonna back out of this parking spot. And my husband understood. He instantly got in the car and he's like, I'll drive you guys. And, like, his dad followed us, but it was like, I was apologizing to his dad, and I'm like, I'm really not trying to make things difficult. I cannot do it.
I still get anxiety driving now too, like, because I couldn't drive for how many years because I didn't have my seizures under control, but now going on 2 years without having them now, so I could drive, like, finally. But even now and then, I'm just like, what if I do get a seizure again and I just get in a car accident? Every now and then I'll think about that, especially when I go and I'm just like, I hope on the freeway or the highway I'm not gonna crash into someone or go into the woods, or, like,
there's so
even
many
just on the
possibilities.
highway, because, like, it's always busy down there. When I go down there, I'm always going at, like, rush hour.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I doing this to myself? And I'm like, what if I hit somebody? So, yeah, there's always I haven't had a seizure in a while, but what if it could still happen? What if this happened? So that freaks me out sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, like, my biggest thing is if I have to drive somewhere that I've never driven before, I won't do it unless I have no other choice.
I don't know if this is, like, my anxiety or if it's OCD or if it's just, like, a control freak thing, but I have to, like, know if we're going somewhere new, I need to look up how long it's going to take to get there. I need to look up the best way to get there, if there's a parking lot, especially when I lived in Chicago. But I also have to look up if we're going to a restaurant. I need to look at the menu before I go to the restaurant, because I like to know kind of what I want to order, because I get so distracted, and I get the anxiety of, like, I don't want to be at the restaurant and not know what I want when everyone else is ready to order.
I know,
so
I always look up the menu before I go.
So I need to know beforehand, and I'll still look at the menu and potentially change my mind, but most of the time I won't.
Do you do that? Me neither.
No, it's such a weird thing, but I have to look.
Is it like an OCD thing or something?
I'm not sure. I just need to be prepared before
Right?
I go. Because I don't know if it's like an OCD or if it's like anxiety or what, but I'd like to be prepared.
Same. Because I don't want to be the one staring, like, reading the whole menu for, like, an hour, and everyone's like, come the on already.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
So and that's what I'm saying, and I don't care if other people take a long time. I just personally am like, I just need to know.
Same.
Does anybody's anxiety make them sweat like
Yes.
crazy? Oh my god, I hate it so much. And I already sweat a lot. I have my whole life, and I've been so embarrassed about it, but I swear when I'm anxious, it will just run down my arms. It's so annoying.
Mine goes, like, right down my face right here. I'll be, like, so I'm, like, talking to somebody and say it's, like, and then all of a sudden I start getting anxious, and then all of a sudden I'm, like, oh my god, you're getting sweaty because you're so and then I start getting warmer, and I start getting embarrassed, so my face gets red, then I'm real sweaty, and it's, ugh.
My face doesn't sweat when I'm anxious. It's just my armpits, but my face gets really red.
And that's embarrassing. Oh, your palm. My feet, the bottoms of my feet will get sweaty, too.
Oh, palms, pits, and my back.
Or the back of my neck.
I don't know if this has ever happened to you before, but, like, I've had somebody ask, they're like, your face is so red, are you okay? And I'm just literally like, I'm fine.
Yes. This isn't related to anxiety, but when me and Danny lived in Washington, we were hauling hay. Like, so his friend's mom was driving the truck, and me, him, and his friend and his friend's girlfriend were hauling, like, stacking hay on the trailer. And I get really red when I'm exerting myself, when I'm, like, doing physical things. And so my face was really red, and this guy's mom pulled over, and she's like, you drive the truck, which, not a good idea. I have anxiety when it comes to driving. But she's like, you're going to drive the truck, and I'm going to do this because you're really red. And I'm like, it's literally just my face. I ran 5Ks, and I felt just fine, but I'd get back, and my entire face would be bright red. Like, I'm not dying. I don't feel exhausted. That's just because I'm doing something physical. That gave me anxiety when she was like, drive the truck. I'm like, do you want me to drive a diesel truck pulling a trailer?
Right, how is that going to make me feel better?
Dude, I could never drive other people's vehicles. I'm just like, I'm gonna, like, destroy their vehicle or something.
That's understandable.
I do feel like I have bad luck with cars, too. I'm always like, ugh.
I didn't think I had bad luck with cars until our car has been now dead for, like, a month.
Yeah.
It's always something.
And that's so crazy, because our car is dead, Abby's car is dead, and
has
Abby...
she gotten it back yet?
No, she has to scrap it.
Oh.
But it's just a whole ass story.
But, and then Abby said her sister's car is...
Just blew up. The engine
God,
blew
do
up.
not put this energy on me.
No,
Me
we're not.
either.
We're
My
not.
muffler's already loud.
Hey,
Just...
it goes in threes, y'all. That's the third one. But I will. That
was the
too.
gayest knock I've ever seen.
That's one thing. I know that it, like, irks him, but, like, I genuinely sometimes, like, I have not called about our car yet because I need the money first. And I know that sounds really crazy because I could call and get things figured out and get advice, but I'm like, I don't even want to, like, pull the trigger on this until I have money, because once I know what to do, that's all I'm gonna think about. Because, like, right now I don't even act like our car is there. I'm like, this doesn't exist, because once I think about it, that's all I can think about. I'm gonna be stressing at work. I'm gonna be like, I need to work overtime, and it's like, we're already trying to save the money. I don't need to, like, stress myself out more calling places and realizing I probably have to go to a dealership and it's gonna cost X amount and my warranty won't cover it. Like, do you see it? It's already spiraling. Like, this is what happens in my brain.
Oh no, I get that. I mean, like, today when Danny was gone working, I was totally fine with it until I thought about how long he'd been gone.
And then you just, like, sit there.
It simmers and simmers and simmers to a boiling point. It's so annoying. Or, like, when you think about what you have to do in your house.
That sometimes, that's where I've seen in your videos, or, like, I've listened, and you should be watching her videos too.
Yeah.
Taming Townsend's, at Taming Townsend's.
Don't even know your
but
user.
It's like, you have so much to do, you get paralyzed. It's like, you just stand there and you're like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do this. There's so many times where it's like, I like to clean when he's not home, because I can literally stand in the kitchen and just be like, And it's no offense, but he'd be like, "What's wrong? Like, what's up? What do you need me to help you with?" And it's like, I literally don't want you to even like look at me right now. Like, I'm trying to like, my brain can't focus on one thing. I don't like. So that's what's nice sometimes when he's not there, because the dogs don't. I give you props, because our dogs can't talk to me. Like, they might be, I could just tell them to get away from me and they will. They just go lay down. So it's like, I don't like having so many people or like asking me, because I don't even know what's happening. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, I have to do laundry, I have to do dishes, I have to clean the bathroom, I have to clean the fridge, I have to go through all the gross stuff in the fridge and
I had to do that when I knew Julia was coming up, and I'm just like, I was like, oh my god, I really need to do this. It's freaking me out.
Mm-hmm. It really does. It almost paralyzes you.
That's when I start death scrolling.
Yeah, that's when...
So when I get sucked into, like, a game.
You two are not siblings or anything.
No, like, yeah, whatever day it was that I made that video talking about being paralyzed and not knowing, like, where to start.
Yeah.
I literally sat on the chair all day, just, like, looking at my house, and then I'd go back to my game. And then I'd look at my house, and then I'd go back to my game. And I'm like, I don't... Like, the bathroom's gotta be clean, the laundry needs to be switched, the dishes need to be done, the counters are covered in stuff, the table's covered in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The shoe rack is all disorganized. Like, there was just so much. I didn't want to do anything.
It's also, another thing that's hard for me is, now that I'm working a contracting job, I am being forced to go into, like, and hardware by myself, and I have no idea what things are.
Right.
Thankfully, we're in like the era of smartphones, and I can just like look it up, and then I kind of have an idea. But it's nice in the aspect that I'm being pushed out of my comfort zone, and that I wouldn't normally do something like that. But it's also very scary and awkward when they ask questions and I don't have an answer, and I have to wait for Florence to reply or run up to the car.
That's why I have my dad do all that shit.
Do you ever, like, rehearse what you're gonna say for certain places?
Oh,
Yes.
1,000%.
I have literally written things down, especially if it's like a job interview thing. Like, I'll like write down my first, like, my spiel when they ask me about myself, because I'm so good at tangenting. And I mean, as y'all can probably tell from our episodes. But I also, anytime before I call, like, even, like, I need to call the doctors, because my doctor's leaving. I have to pick a new doctor.
I hate that shit. I had to do
know.
that twice, find a new one within the past 2 years. Pissed me off.
So that's where it's like, he needs to know when his appointment is, and I'm like, okay, I need to figure out who I'm gonna choose before I even call. So then when I do call it, I have to be like, okay, you're gonna be like, hi, I'm calling on behalf of my husband, and I do a whole script.
Yeah.
And, like, also alternatives. Like, if they ask you this, you're gonna say this. And it's like, that's maybe why we hate calling places too, y'all, because it takes me an hour to figure out what I'm gonna say to these people.
That's like, I have to call the girl's pediatrician to make sure that he pushes through the referral for the allergist.
Oh, yeah.
And I have to call him on Monday, and I've spent literally the last 2 days, like, rehearsing what I'm going to say, and I totally forgot what they told me I'm supposed to ask the doctor, so I'm hoping he knows what I'm supposed to ask.
I always rehearse, and then I just jumble up anyways.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh.
Or, like, when you know what you want to ask the doctor until you get to the doctors, and they're like, oh, do you have any questions? And you're like,
Or sometimes I'll get shy, and I'll just be like, I don't even want to ask you anymore, actually.
My OB literally was like, type it out. Every time you have a question, type it out. Even if you just show me your notes when you get here, type it out. Or, yeah.
And that's even, like, anxiety. I'm just like, I don't even want you to look at my notes.
I mean, I have a good, close relationship with my OB. She's been my doctor for 8 years. But
oh, yeah.
anxiety is a funny thing. And a lot of people don't understand the difference between, like, you should have some anxiety.
Yeah, like it's okay.
It's, like, self-awareness and, like, awareness of the world around you. You should be a little bit cautious and a little bit, like, you know, but sometimes it's just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Anxiety is a normal thing. Everyone has some kind of anxiety. Or, like, mine gets really bad when I'm hungover. Hangxiety, not a good time. Like, so you guys don't get it at all?
I just haven't been hungover in a minute that I don't know.
Like, it started probably my late 20s. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it's bad, like, I'll feel a little tingle in my arm, and I'm just like, I'm about to have a heart attack. Do I call 911? And I'm just, like, thinking in my head, I'm just like, shut the up. It's anxiety. Just focus on, like, a video game or watch
Yeah.
a movie or something. It's horrible. I hate it. It's so dumb.
Why do we always think we're dying?
The little things like, oh, we're about to die.
I've had this, like, so right here on my arm will be, like, tingly and itchy. And I think I'm dying.
Because it's this arm. It's just like when you're about to have a heart attack, it's this arm that, like,
No,
starts
I
hurting.
get that. My elbow's been up for months now. And...
Nice hat.
Uh-huh.
It's been there for a minute. I forgot. I was like, why are you smiling at me?
Like, if I blur my eyes a little bit, it looks like those little hats that Jewish people
yarmulkes?
wear. Yes.
But my brain's like, what if it's bone cancer?
Oh my god. Well, I genuinely think my arm is because I have some carpal tunnel or arthritis in my wrist because I'm a crocheter. The way we hold our phones nowadays, all that stuff. But yeah, the other part of me is a Google girl, and it said that it could be a symptom of a heart attack or heart disease.
I try to stay off the phone, too.
Obviously, it's been going on for a couple weeks. If I was having a heart attack,
I think mine's just like tennis elbow.
It's just
work.
use,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just don't Google.
Yeah, Google's rough. I will say, though, Google kind of saved me. So I have psoriasis. I think I've talked about it before. But it's been randomly... So I'm 33, about to turn 34 this year. And my taste buds are changing right now, and it's very frustrating. Also, yeah, talking about crab rangoons, y'all, it will be great for y'all. I will eat something else that day.
We'll make chicken bacon ranch ones.
Those didn't even taste good to me last time either.
Really?
It's the egg roll wrapper. Anything Asian-esque, I cannot. My taste buds are changing. My psoriasis is changing.
Are you
That's
getting
actually-
racist against Asian food now?
No, it just doesn't taste good to me.
That's so sad.
It's so sad.
That is sad.
But I don't know. He's thinking it's maybe because I was sick that one time. But I could eat Chinese food and stuff after that. I don't know. My psoriasis is moving, so I have this like patch on my arm, and I was convinced for so long that it was ringworm, and I was like, I have ringworm, and I'm like freaking out, and I was trying not to scratch it, and then I Googled it, and I looked at the pictures, and I'm like, it definitely doesn't look like it, and then I'm like, it's definitely my psoriasis, and then I got so itchy the other day, and I was watching this vet show, and this lady's like, I have ringworms, I'm pretty sure I got it from my cat, and it looked just like my arm, and I was like,
Ringworm.
I have ringworm. I almost bought the cream at Walmart and everything. And I saw on the vet show that they took a black light and they put it to it and it'll shine
so
green
wild.
if it is. Because it's like a fungus infection, I guess. It's not actually like a worm.
No, it's not a worm.
So where we live up here, you can take black lights and go to the beach and find Uper lights. So we have black lights, but I couldn't find them and I didn't want to go to the car. Because again, the car doesn't exist to me right now, everybody. That's the anxiety. Literally, I don't think it exists. I couldn't even go to the car. I literally for a week have been like, babe, I think I gotta get a black light to look at my arm. So today he finally went out there, and it's not ringworm. It's just my psoriasis. But it was like a week of me being like, all I had to do was go get a black light from my car and shine it on there to see. But I'd rather almost buy cream and freak myself out because I didn't want to go to my car. What is wrong with me? Like, does that not look like a perfect ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how Anna's eczema started, too.
See, that's what he was saying. He's like, it looks like your psoriasis. But I'm used to having my psoriasis. It's been just between my fingers and on my scalp. So I haven't had, like, patches in so long. I was just convinced.
Off the topic of WebMD and thinking we're all dying, I genuinely need to know because I saw someone make a video about this, and now I want to know how many people out there have experienced it. I do this thing where my brain makes these scenarios where somebody I love is sick or has died, and I literally will, like, in my head or, like, to myself have a conversation or, like, eulogize this person, and I dead ass will cry. Like, not just, like, it feels like the realest thing. Like, the last time it happened to me, I was in my room eulogizing my husband who's just walked by. And I was so in the moment. Like, I had tears in my eyes. And then my kid walked in. And it threw me off so bad. I was just, like, off balance for a while. Trying to, like, get back to reality. And there's, like, a word for it or a name for it. I feel like I looked it up. And I
think
cannot
you told
remember
me
what it
about
is.
this stuff, and you told me the word, but...
Yeah, I can't remember what it is. But it's basically you just make up the most devastating scenarios, and I looked it up, and it says that like it's from if you have like a lot of trauma, your brain is like trying to prepare you, or like I don't know, it's weird, and I don't mean to do it. It's just like I'll be driving and it'll happen. I'll just start thinking about like somebody that I love died and make up this whole like funeral and shit, and, like how I'm coping after they died when they're alive and well.
So I don't do anything to that extent. I'm more of like connect, like if I watch a video and it's like somebody who had to just put their dog down, I'll instantly be like, oh my god, like crying thinking
Like
about
you
having
put
to put
yourself
Nala
in
down.
their shoes. I do
Yeah.
that all the time.
Like sometimes we'll just be sitting there and Becca will just be like, Nala's getting so much white fur. Oh my gosh, she's already 5. We only have 10 years left with her.
I did that today.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm like, luckily, hopefully we'll have 10 years. And I just like look at her and she's just looking at me all innocent. I'm like, you better not ever get cancer. And I'll
like,
just hug
don't
her.
die!
Yeah.
And
We
she
were-
tried to bite me because I tried to make her drop a softball.
I mean,
She's not nice.
I think we have valid reason to be thinking like this right now after everything that just happened with Maya. But we were just talking about that today, and we're like, a lab's lifespan is 11 to 14 years, I think, or 11 to 13 years. She'll be 11 in 4 years.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, I mean, I hope she lives till she's like 13, 14, even 15. That would give us 7 or 8 more years, but she'll be 11 in 4 years. That's like, we could lose her when our oldest is only 12.
I definitely told Nala today that she should live till she's 20. It's not gonna exactly. That's not gonna happen.
Do certain
Small dogs can live long.
Are
And
there
cats-
certain dog breeds that last longer than others?
Yeah.
They're all different. Like,
Typically, it's like the smaller you are.
Cindy actually has like her lifespan is like 1 year longer than Maya's.
Yeah, and it depends too, cause like a lot of like purebred dogs, they can have a lot of health issues because
Maya's
it'll
purebred.
be like that's because Lucky got cancer. That was like the main part of the reason he died is it turned into cancer, his like fatty lump. But like mutts kind of can live a little bit longer because they have less health issues. The reason most purebreds have health issues is because there's usually inbreeding part getting to whatever.
True.
So because people are trying to keep it pure. So it just depends. But usually like they're saying like smaller dogs do usually live a little longer. Like that's why you'll see Chihuahuas that are like half alive on like TikTok and stuff. Because they're literally like 20 years old.
Yeah, our aunt, her Chihuahua lived till like what, 22, 23.
But then you'll see a Great Dane, they only live like 7 years.
Yeah. Yeah, our dog's lifespans, I'm pretty sure our Black Lab is 11 to 13. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you know. And then we have a red-nosed bulldog who hers is pretty similar to that as well. I'm pretty sure she might have a little bit of a longer lifespan than our lab. But it's so crazy because like when you first get a dog as a puppy, you're like, oh my god, that's so long. Like 12 years, like 12, 14 years, that's a long, long time away. And our dog is 7 already.
Yep.
Like, she's already lived half her life, if not more than half her life. Hopefully not. Hopefully she's only at the half point, but our what is Cindy? Our bulldog?
You just said it.
I know.
She keeps sticking her dumb head back here. I don't know if you've noticed.
Even our bulldog, like, she'll be 5 in February. So she's lived almost half her life.
No, we just turned 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 2.
Yeah, Tatum. Yep, 2. We have 5-year-old and a 2-year-old.
Oh my gosh, seeing Addie cry when we found out Maya was sick, that was so... She cried all day. It was so sad.
I mean, that's her puppy. I get it.
Yeah, we got her when Addie was 1 when we got Maya. They grew up together. All of our kids grew up with Maya.
Yep. So, when it comes to surgeries, like when Nala had her surgery, I was unmedicated and I was a mess and I was so nervous because they tell you all this shit about how they're like, it's like when you have surgery, like when I had my gallbladder out, they tell you a million times you're gonna die. It's like, great. And you wonder why you gotta give me a anxiety pill before you even went and got some
You
anesthesia.
could die.
They tell, and I get it because it's like a whole, like, they're trying to cover their ass.
Yeah.
But yeah, they tell. It's same with dogs though. Like when they're going under, they'll tell you. I remember dropping Nala off, and this was during COVID, so I had to call, and a vet had to come out, or like the tech or whatever had to come out and get her. And I remember talking to the vet, and I was literally crying, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was just like, She's like, well, she's gonna be fine. We're gonna take really good care. She's trying to calm me down. I'm like, it's okay. Like, just come get her, please. But it's just like my brain will sit there just going through. That's where I go through the worst, like, scenarios in my head. I'm just sitting there being like, she's gonna die. She's not gonna wake up from the anesthesia. She's gonna internally bleed until she dies. Or like even when I had surgery, I'm like, I'm probably not gonna wake up, but who cares, because you know you fell asleep and you're not gonna know you don't wake up. But then other people, man, your mom's gonna be sad that you died.
See, it's crazy because, like, when Maya was in surgery, it wasn't the surgery I was worried about. Like, I was, but I was also, like, pretty confident that she'd be okay. But then it was, like, is she sad that we're not there? Does she think we abandoned her? Like, that was my biggest fear, is, like, her thinking we just dropped her off and left her.
That's what Nala thought. That's why she hates the vet now.
Like, well, Maya she was totally fine. Like, she just did not give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully she won't be traumatized from the vet anymore because we have to bring her back to get her stitches out. But, yeah, that was, like, my thought process, because she was gone for a night. They kept her overnight, and the whole night I was like, I hope she doesn't think we are never coming back for her. Because dogs, you know how dramatic they are. You run to the grocery store, and you get home, and they act like you've been gone for a week. So all I could think that whole night was, oh, my God, my dog thinks I abandoned her. She thinks we're never coming back. She's sitting in her crate, wherever she was, all alone, crying. The vet, or the nurse, or whatever, I don't know what
I think it's a vet tech.
The vet tech was like, she's like, I didn't see her wag her tail at all until my husband got there to pick her up. And I'm like, that's so sad. Like, she was just so depressed all night.
I think about that too, because our dogs, like, they stay home when we're working overnight. And Tato is so dramatic, y'all. Like, so we've been watching my mom's new puppy, Banjo, a couple times a week. And I took Banjo out because, he's a puppy still, so if he's got to pee, you got to get him out.
Yeah.
I literally left my house with no shoes on and barely shut the door behind me because it's so humid that our door can, like, you have to, like, pull it shut to get it to actually shut. So I just kind of, like, pulled it, walked out. I'm out there with no shoes on with this puppy, and from inside I can hear Tato just howling.
Oh my God.
And I walk back in with the puppy, and he's just laying on the couch just in the corner howling. And I'm just like, I kept it outside. I kept being like, Tato, I'm just right here.
Shut the f*** up.
But I'm like, man, do our dogs feed off of our anxiety? Because is that why Nala needs to take trazodone before going to the vet? Like,
he's so stupid. If Becca's gone when I leave for work, I'm just, like, sitting on the stairs waiting for Lawrence, and he's just like,
like, literally the loudest it could ever be. And I know Nala's probably just sitting in the bathroom, like,
she's probably like, this isn't helping my anxiety.
I'm so glad our dogs they're annoying and, like, super high energy, but they're not. Cindy's dramatic, but it's only if she can see us outside, and she'll, like, whine to come outside, obviously. But when we leave the house, she's, like, fine.
Yeah, they're pretty chill. Because when we came to feed them that one morning when y'all went to Marquette, they weren't even they didn't even bark until we left. Because then they knew we were leaving. But when we showed up, it was so quiet. You couldn't even tell it was just the dogs here. I wish.
Dogs have anxiety too, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dogs matter too.
Yeah.
Not
Dog
to
lives
Jason,
matter.
but...
Sorry, guys.
Dog lives matter.
Well, I feel like we tangented.
Bless you,
you.
child.
Oh, well.
There's something that, I don't know if it's the smoke from the fires, but my nose is so itchy.
It's probably we probably should shut these windows for real.
Last night, I couldn't see. Tonight, my nose is like, and I'm like congested.
Maybe that's why I have been too.
It probably.
Yeah.
I think that's why I've been congested.
Thinking of it now, yeah.
I know everybody's been posting on Facebook. They're like, "What sickness is going around?" Because and everyone's like, "It's the smoke," and I'm just like, they're probably right. Because I've been like, I have to blow my nose every time I wake up. I've kind of had like a weird sore throat, but I think it's because of the draining. And then I'll just like right now I even feel kind of stuffed up and sneezing. I've been sneezing like crazy, especially if I go in and out.
That makes sense now, because I'm just like, I don't usually have allergies at this part of the year, like.
If y'all have anxiety, leave it down below or tell us down below in the comments. And if you want to share what kind of meds you're on, let us know, because, you know, we're
an open book here.
There's no stigma over here.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
What?
The